Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. When Ridge finally recognizes Brooke's loyalty, does Taylor feel heartbroken once more? According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor Hayes might be in for a harsh awakening now that she and Ridge Forrester are back together in the bedroom. Taylor can have her ideal reunion, but that doesn't mean she will actually be able to live a happy life with her partner. B&B never allows Taylor to defeat Brooke Logan for very long, after all. Although Taylor appears to be getting everything she desires, her happy bubble can eventually pop. Ridge currently believes Brooke is a shady traitor who made the Forrester takeover much more painful by snatching the CEO position. But once the week of December 23rd to 27th begins, Brooke will have an opportunity to clarify. Ridge will attack Brooke for making incorrect assumptions, but Brooke will reassure him that this isn't a betrayal. In reality, it's a covert scheme that Brooke thinks will restore power to Ridge and Steffi Forrester. Brooke believes she will be in a better position to persuade Carter Walton to refile the LLC documents if she regains her position as CEO. With Ridge and Steffi back in control, Brooke naturally wants everything to run smoothly this time. When Brooke briefs Ridge on her plan, how will he react? Will Ridge realize he's made a big mistake with Taylor and at last recognize Brooke's loyalty? It appears likely to happen eventually, even if Ridge is obstinate and takes some time to realize that instead. Ridge is often switching between women, so his abrupt change to Taylor might not endure. Carter was lately pushing up the idea of destiny, but Brooke won't be thrilled when she eventually learns that Ridge is having an intense relationship with Taylor. Since Ridge and Brooke are portrayed on the program as a pair destined to be together, obstacles are always overcome in the end. That is to say, even if Brooke and Ridge split up right now, it doesn't imply he would commit to a life with Taylor indefinitely. Taylor should get ready for her broken heart syndrome to resurface, because Ridge and Brooke will undoubtedly reunite as a couple. According to our B&B forecasts, Ridge will eventually break Taylor's heart, so we'll keep you informed of any unfavorable developments. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge's romantic life will cause a lot of turmoil in the upcoming episodes, so check in. Ridge and Brooke are at odds. After Ridge's round with Taylor, spoilers for Monday, December 23rd, 2024's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful hint at Brooke and Ridge going again. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, will Brooke Logan find out? Before announcing her appointment as the new CEO of Forrester Creations on social media, Brooke Logan might have wanted to let Ridge Forrester know what she was doing. After the press conference, she informed Zend Forrester that she intended to reclaim the company from Carter Walton and Hope Logan. That caused Ridge to act in his typical manner and immediately return to Taylor Hayes' arms. Between the sheets, while Brooke hammered on the front door outside, we are certain that Ridge cured Taylor of broken heart syndrome. While Brooke's life is about to become a complete nightmare she never anticipated, Taylor's dreams are now all coming true. Brooke Logan engages in some begging in B&B spoilers. Ridge lashes out at Brooke for her treachery when they finally meet in person. In addition to standing up for Hope and refusing to evict her daughter and granddaughter from their house in the middle of the night, she also accepted his job offer without informing him first. Ridge claims that Brooke stabbed him in the back when he was not looking. She committed the ultimate betrayal, despite his love and faith in her to act morally. Does Brooke have an opportunity to tell Ridge about her ambitious intentions, despite her pleas for him to listen? Will Taylor descend the stairs wearing just one of Ridge's shirts, turning this into a true soap opera? In time for the holidays, she might be dressed in Christmas pajamas. A catfight is likely to break out soon if Brooke finds out that Taylor and Ridge shared a bed the day after he left her home. Taylor is prepared to celebrate her victory, but Brooke will be so heartbroken that she will alter her plans to become CEO in the future. Steffi stews, Taylor's passion, and Brooke's redemptive scheme. Here is the recap for Friday, December 20th, 2024's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans may anticipate Zend Forrester Dominguez being reassured by Brooke Logan in the upcoming episode. Highlights of The Bold and the Beautiful recap. John Finn Finnegan is the recipient of Steffi Forrester Finnegan's venting. Additionally, Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester give vent to their passion. Highlights of The Bold and the Beautiful recap, Ridge Forrester's epiphany. At the Forrester estate, Ridge informs Taylor that he has long defended Brooke's errors, according to the B&B recap for Friday, December 20th. Brooke did not take Ridge's side. According to Taylor, Brooke isn't even thinking about Ridge. Ridge argues that Taylor was correct all along regarding Brooke. Ridge believes it was no accident that Taylor returned to Los Angeles at that time. Just when Ridge needed her most, Taylor came back. Ridge lost both Brooke and his greatest buddy. Read more. B&B spoilers. If Carter's romance fails, will Liam be Hope's backup plan? Ridge begins to massage Taylor's shoulder. According to Taylor, today has been emotionally taxing. Ridge follows the cue and retreats. Ridge needs a support system, Taylor reminds him. He can call her at any time, but Taylor needs to leave. Taylor is left staring at Ridge from the first level as he heads upstairs. B&B spoilers. An explanation from Brooke Logan. Brooke informs Zend at Forrester Creations that Hope Logan and Carter Walton were mistaken. Brooke goes on to say that she only accepted the position of CEO in order to give the business back to Eric Forrester. Zend is sworn to secrecy by Brooke. If it can help return the business to Ridge and Steffi, Zend agrees. Brooke clarifies that she hopes to get Carter to resubmit the LLC documentation. Brooke wants the Forresters to take back control of their own business. Zend is happy. Ridge and the Forrester family will always have Brooke's loyalty. Ridge will hear Brooke's explanation before he misunderstands. Brooke needs things to remain a secret because she is concerned that Carter would discover her scheme. Highlights from the Bold and the Beautiful recap. Steffi Forrester Finnegan vents. According to the Bold and the Beautiful recap, Steffi and John Finnegan put the children to bed at the Cliff House. Steffi tells Finn about the most recent crisis at work. Brooke has taken over as CEO, Steffi adds. Finn believes Brooke needs to understand that Hope is mistaken. Steffi believes Brooke is disrespecting Ridge and abusing the situation. While Finn tries to calm Steffi down, she keeps complaining about Brooke. Now, Steffi hopes Ridge will see that Taylor is his genuine love. Ridge remembers coming close to kissing Taylor in the bedroom. Taylor appears out of nowhere with 2 wine glasses. Now that he has reached the bottom, Ridge can see what lies ahead. All Ridge wants is to adore Taylor. Then do it, the psychiatrist responds. On the bed, they make out and kiss. Brooke is pounding on the front door in the meantime. Steffi and Ridge are shocked by Forrester's triumph. Will Brooke, Carter, and Hope win? According to spoilers and updates for The Bold and the Beautiful, the Forresters are still furious about Carter Walton's recent takeover, which they predict will result in disaster. The Forresters vented their concerns in the December 18th episode, claiming that Carter will inevitably fail. Ridge Forrester even branded Hope Logan a fool. Spoilers for Carter Walton's game-changing character on The Bold and the Beautiful. Brooke Logan is the ideal candidate to be a game-changer, and Carter's decision to name her CEO has the potential to drastically shift the landscape. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Steffi and Ridge are shocked by Forrester's triumph. Will Brooke, Carter, and Hope win? At Forrester Creations, Brooke is a well-known and esteemed figure due to her vast expertise and widespread appeal. What if Ridge and Steffi Forrester are mistaken about the company's prospects? What would the Forresters think, and more crucially, will they believe it, if sales skyrocket and this leadership shift results in extraordinary success? Carter intends to give Hope all the money and resources it needs to succeed, allowing hope for the future to truly thrive. B&B spoilers. Dangerous yet profitable? There are risks associated with Carter's ambitious plan for a multinational corporation, but there are also big potential benefits. She has the experience and is in a position to make sure that day-to-day operations are conducted efficiently with Brooke at the helm. The Forresters might be in for a big surprise if Carter, Hope, and Brooke are able to work together effectively. It will be interesting to see how Ridge, Steffi, and Eric Forrester respond if Forrester Creations thrives under this new management. Will they finally change their minds, even if they have promised to avoid the building until they can regain control? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. What happens if Carter Walton's plan works? Forrester might reach new heights under Carter's ambitious goals, which might also open the door to some concessions. Is it feasible that Ridge, Eric, and Steffi will change their minds and become more accepting? Even though the Forresters are expecting Carter to fail, Brooke's crucial role as CEO means that this is not a given. It will be interesting to see if Carter's ideas are successful, and Eric, Ridge, and Steffi could need to reconsider their approaches. Stay tuned for additional details on the company's future, as spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Carter, Hope, and Brooke are dedicated to ensuring Forrester prospers. Ridge charges Brooke with backstabbing, intense battle over power grab. The most recent events on The Bold and the Beautiful feature a heated altercation that nobody anticipated. Reeling from the chaos at Forrester Creations and the complicated ties in his family, Ridge Forrester directed his rage at Brooke Logan. Ridge barged into the boardroom and accused her of deception and betrayal, starting a confrontation that revealed the serious rifts in their relationship and the future of the Forrester family. An explosive conflict that affected both the firm and their personal lives was sparked by Brooke's purported power grab as CEO. Ridge's fury is unrestrained. Since Brooke's sudden promotion to CEO, Ridge had hardly been able to control his rage. Ridge felt betrayed in ways that went beyond business, believing that the lady with whom he had shared so much had taken him by surprise. He saw Brooke's rise as a personal slight rather than merely a calculated maneuver. Ridge's voice resounded with a mixture of incredulity and rage as he stormed into Brooke's office. He slammed his hand on the desk and yelled, "How could you do this, Brooke? You've always claimed to have this company's best interests at heart, but this is nothing but a power grab." Brooke instantly collected herself after being taken aback by Ridge's unexpected outburst. "I did what needed to be done, Ridge," she answered. The company was in chaos. Decisions weren't being made, and someone had to step up. Ridge, however, didn't believe it. "Don't play the hero with me," he retorted. "You knew exactly what you were doing. This wasn't about the company, this was about you. About proving something, about taking control, and about shutting me out." The reasons of Brooke. Despite being frightened by Ridge's charges, Brooke refused to back down. She maintained that she had no intention of undermining Ridge or any other employee at Forrester Creations by accepting the CEO post. According to her, the goal was to ensure the company's continuous growth and stabilize it at a turbulent time. Brooke asserted, "Forrester Creations is more than just a business, it's a legacy I've been a part of for decades. I wasn't going to stand by and watch it crumble because of infighting and poor leadership." But Ridge didn't think Brooke's behavior was anything other than self-serving. He suggested that this was merely the most recent in a long line of betrayals, citing her history of contentious choices and partnerships. "You've always put yourself first, Brooke," Ridge said. "And now, you've crossed a line. You've taken what wasn't yours to take." The division of families. The whole of the Forrester family was caught in the crossfire of Ridge and Brooke's argument in the boardroom. Torn between his enduring relationship with Brooke and his allegiance to Ridge, Eric tried to reconcile the conflict. "This isn't helping anyone," Eric stated in a stern yet measured tone. "We're a family, and we need to start acting like one." However, Steffi and Thomas fiercely supported Ridge because they had long considered Brooke to be an outcast in the Forrester dynasty. They felt that Brooke's nomination as CEO betrayed the company's principles and directly challenged their family's power. Steffi told Thomas she's always wanted to take over. This was just the opportunity she was waiting for. And now she's showing her true colors. Hope, however, stood up for her mother. She claimed that Ridge and his kids were oblivious to their own grievances and that Brooke's leadership was precisely what Forrester Creations needed to overcome its present difficulties. "My mom has done nothing but fight for this company," determined Hope. "If anyone deserves to lead it, it's her." The battle gets more serious. Ridge's annoyance surrendered to scathing remarks as the situation escalated. In addition to betraying him, he charged that Brooke had weakened the collaboration and trust that had served as the foundation of their relationship. "You didn't just stab me in the back," Ridge remarked. "You tore apart everything we've built together, our marriage, our trust, our future." Ridge's charges were rebutted by Brooke, whose voice was shaking with emotion. She responded, "Don't you dare put this all on me. I've stood by you through everything, your mistakes, your decisions, your betrayals. And now, when I take one step to protect this company, you act like I've committed some unforgivable sin. As the two dug out old grudges and unresolved concerns, the argument became increasingly personal. Brooke used Ridge's past relationship with Taylor Hayes as proof of his own betrayals, while Ridge brought up Brooke's relationships with Bill Spencer. Brooke remarked, "Ridge, you've always had one foot out the door. Maybe this isn't about the company at all. Maybe it's about you not being able to handle a strong woman taking charge." The repercussions. Ridge and Brooke were both emotionally spent and unsure of what lay ahead after the dramatic encounter. While Brooke saw Ridge's response as another indication of his failure to see her as an equal partner, Ridge saw Brooke's actions as the ultimate betrayal. The Forrester family had to deal with the fallout from Ridge and Brooke's disagreement in the aftermath. Ever the patriarch, Eric held a family gathering to discuss the widening gaps and determine a course of action. Eric remarked, "We can't let this destroy us. This company, this family, it's bigger than any one of us. We need to find a way to come together." However, the way to reconciliation didn't appear to be straightforward. While Hope and Liam attempted to defend Brooke's choices, Steffi and Thomas persisted in their opposition to her leadership. Ridge and Brooke, however, were still at a standstill. Their once unbreakable bond seemed to be irreparably damaged. What Brooke will do next? Following the battle, Brooke had to make a tough choice. Would she risk her connection with Ridge in order to keep fighting for her job as CEO? Or would she resign to try to patch up the rifts in the Forrester household? While considering her alternatives, Brooke found herself thinking back on her relationship with Ridge, including the highs and lows, the love and sadness, and the sacrifices they had both made. Even though their present disagreement was painful, Brooke was adamant about proving herself and defending her position at Forrester Creations. "I've worked too hard and given too much to walk away now," said Brooke. "If Ridge can't see that, then maybe he's the one who doesn't deserve this relationship." A fresh chapter. Ridge and Brooke's intense confrontation was a watershed in their relationship and Forrester Creations' future. As the dust settled, it became evident that the struggle for dominance was far from finished and that everyone's life will be impacted by their decisions. One thing was clear in the constantly shifting world of the bold and the beautiful, where devotion and treachery frequently went hand in hand, the drama was only getting started. Hope's fashion show causes anarchy. Does Steffi disrupt her rival's event? As Hope Logan got ready to present her much-awaited fashion line in a lavish runway presentation, the tension between her and Steffi Forrester had been growing for weeks, and the stakes were higher than ever. Behind the scenes, the rivalry between the two ladies threatened to dominate the event, which was supposed to be a celebration of success and innovation. Rumors of sabotage, envy, and devious methods were circulating as Hope's big day drew near, laying the groundwork for a spectacular confrontation that would leave everyone in awe. What's at risk for Hope? This fashion exhibition was the result of Hope's heart and soul. She was prepared to unveil a collection that embodied her vision and dedication to helping women after months of arduous work. Making a statement and demonstrating her value as a designer and leader at Forrester Creations were more important to Hope than simply wearing clothes. However, the pressure was tremendous. Hope was aware that everyone was watching her because the corporation was still in the midst of internal power struggles and leadership changes. She had the chance to establish her place in the organization and demonstrate that she was worthy of standing side by side with the Forrester family, so this fashion show was more than simply a chance to shine. Steffi's simmering animosity. Steffi was furious as Hope concentrated on making her event a success. She believed that the family legacy was directly threatened by Hope's ascent to prominence inside Forrester Creations. Outsiders like Hope could never really comprehend or respect the company's tradition, which Steffi had always felt belonged to the Forresters. In recent weeks, Steffi's anger had only intensified due to what she saw as Hope's arrogance and disrespect for the accomplishments made by the Forrester family. Steffi saw Hope's fashion show as another instance of her going too far when she found out about its scope and ambition. "She thinks she can just waltz in and take over," admitted Steffi to Thomas, her brother. "Well, she's about to learn that you don't mess with the Forresters." An impressive entrance. Hope was a picture of calm and resolve on the day of the fashion presentation. Journalists, influencers, and business insiders crowded the venue, all excited to see what she had to give. The mood for an elegant and exciting evening was created when the lights went down, the music grew louder, and the first model appeared on the runway. Hope started to exhale in relief, but everyone's attention was diverted by a disturbance at the rear of the room. Uninvited and unrepentant, Steffi had come. She moved through the crowd with a confident, almost defiant, demeanor while wearing a stunning outfit that attracted attention. As Hope saw Steffi sit down in the front row, her jaw tensed. Steffi was obviously there to make a statement rather than to back her opponent. Unleashed chaos. Tensions between Hope and Steffi were simmering beneath the surface as the show went on. Hope made an effort to concentrate on the models and the responses of the crowd, but Steffi's presence was unavoidable. Then, as the evening's last glimpse was ready to be unveiled, mayhem broke out. Steffi sprang to her feet and spoke, shocking the audience with her voice as it broke through the music. "Ladies and gentlemen," she continued in a firm, authoritative voice, "I would like to take a moment to remind everyone of the true purpose of Forrester Creations." As Steffi began an impromptu speech about the company's history and ideals, the gathering fell silent. She asserted that the fashion show was a betrayal of all that the company stood for and accused Hope of exploiting the Forrester name for her personal benefit. Hope came forward to face Steffi, ashamed and angry. She spoke the words, "How dare you come here and disrupt my event," in a trembling voice. "This isn't about you, Steffi. It's about the future of fashion and the work we've all put into this collection." In front of the astonished audience, the two ladies squared off, their voices rising as they debated ambition, loyalty, and legacy. The models, who were still arranged backstage, looked on in shock as the incident spiraled out of control. The repercussions. Forrester Creations was affected by the showdown's aftermath. Media sources took advantage of the situation and portrayed the company as a battlefield for family conflicts, turning the fashion show, which ought to have been a victory for Hope, into a PR nightmare. Heartbroken by the public display, Eric Forrester convened an urgent conference to discuss the consequences. He said, "This has gone too far," in a disappointed tone. "We can't let personal rivalries destroy everything we've built." But it was hard to find a solution. Steffi and Hope were more at odds than ever, and their argument had rekindled long-standing family strife. Despite his best attempts, Rich was unable to bridge the gap between his daughter and his wife's daughter. Meanwhile, there was a lot of conjecture in the fashion industry over Forrester Creations' future. Investors started to express concerns about the stability of the company's leadership, and industry experts questioned if it could withstand such public infighting. Hope's willpower. Hope was not going to give up in the face of the pandemonium. She was committed to repairing her reputation and demonstrating her ability to move past the turmoil. She put in a lot of effort to fix the damage in the days after the fashion show, contacting important journalists and influencers to shift the conversation back to her collection. "This isn't the end," Hope stated with a determined tone. "I've faced challenges before, and I'll face them again. But I won't let Steffi or anyone else take away what I've worked so hard to achieve." What Steffi will do next? Steffi, for her part, expressed no regret for what she had done. She was already preparing her next move since she felt that her public clash was essential to preserving the Forrester heritage. Steffi was adamant about regaining her position as the legitimate head of Forrester Creations, regardless of the consequences. Steffi said to Thomas, "I hope we won this battle, but it's not over yet." A split family. The fashion show's aftermath brought to light the profound rifts in the Forrester family. Finding it difficult to reconcile his commitment to the company and his family, Eric was divided between the two. Having to choose between his wife and daughter, Ridge began to doubt his actual allegiances. It became evident as the Forrester family dealt with the fallout that Hope and Steffi's rivalry was more than just a personality conflict, rather, it was a struggle for the survival of Forrester Creations. In the weeks that followed, there would be even more drama, intrigue, and power battles since both ladies were determined to win. There was no doubt that the story was far from done in the world of the bold and the beautiful, where ambition and treachery frequently go hand in hand.